is going to make the choices on a daily basis so much easier. Now, I'm not going to get into how to manage your time or productivity types of techniques. I'm just going to talk about the fact that if you have a purpose clearly in your mind of where you want to go, it's going to make all these decisions a lot easier for you, and that you're going to be able to do things knowing with confidence that you're getting there. And if you have patience and you go through these steps, you know that you're reaching your goal, you're going to feel good about it. So let's talk about what your life purpose is. I know what mine is. I've got my list. I've been through this process and it's helped me tremendously. Do you want to be the master in your particular field? If you're in film, you want to be a great director. If you're a musician, you want to be a great performer, a great artist. Do you want to be a fantastic visual artist, a writer, producing books? You know, think about it in a little bit more detail of where you want to be, even in the next 10 years. You know, you can think of it in, you know, the next 6 months, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. That's what I've done, you know, and that gives me an idea that I have to accomplish certain things to get to that big goal. But I start from the end result. Where do I see my life? So, and think big. Think about you know, you have this incredible life experience and you can do so much with it, you know. You don't have to have great talent or great intelligence. You know, if you have clarity of purpose and you stick to it, you're going to end up more likely getting there than somebody who's even way more talented than you ever hope to be. So, make a list. Write it down. What do you want to be? You want to be the master of your field? Do you want to make a great contribution to mankind? Do you want to change the world? Do you want help as many people possible? Do you want to have a great family? Do you want to have amazing adventures traveling around the world, putting on shows, meeting incredible people? Do you want to just enjoy every day and love what you do? Do you want to help your community be a better place? When you have a purpose, it helps you get up in the morning and go after it, you know? There's nothing worse than getting up in the daytime in the morning and your brain is confused and you don't know what to do and you just throw the covers back on. Especially you're an independent artist. You got no alarm clock there. You're doing these things on your own time. You know, your time is even more valuable. You have to, you know, set that goal and get right up and get right at it. And when you have that purpose, you're going to be more motivated. You're going to be effective. You're going to grow as an individual. You're going to have a focused life. You know, look for a place to remind yourself every day about your purpose. It will help you in everything you're doing, whether you have a job, you're working on a project, you're in a learning program, whatever it is, you're going to it with the mind that it's contributing to your purpose. I like to tell a little story about Steve Jobs. You all know about him. Anyways, he was actually dropped out of university. But you know what? He still hung around. He ended up taking courses just because he was interested in it, not because it was contributing to a degree. He took some, you know, obscure calligraphy course that later on was a way for him to develop icons, which are a big part of Apple's success. He was able to connect those dots. He was able to go to those courses to learn information for a purpose. Even if he hadn't figured it out, he knew that he had some great things ahead of him. So you think about that. Because vagueness always leads to failure. You know, you'll get so far, but you'll never achieve the clear idea of where you want to be if you have vagueness. So you really have to work at developing that clarity of purpose. And I can't stress that enough as far as being successful in the field that you have chosen. You compare people who are highly intelligent, at the top of their game perhaps, that you think are going to be, you know, doing incredible things. They look better, they're smarter, but if they don't have a purpose, even the average ugly looking person or whatever is going to get there just because they've got a purpose and they're steadfastly working at it. So, and you got to use your brain. Think about your brain, because when you have that purpose in mind, when you have those things, you're going to attract it. The brain has a certain capacity. It's called the reticular activating system, which basically it identifies with things that it wants, and it selects it out of the environment around them. And it's just a matter of, we look for, if we have a certain iPhone or device, we begin to notice that other people have the same one. We don't notice the ones that aren't, but we notice the ones that are the same. Same thing if we buy a car. Next thing we notice that every time we notice there's a lot of people driving the same type of car, and wearing the same type of clothes. You're going to find that with your purpose in mind, if you have your ideas more clearly in your mind, and you're always working towards that clarity, then these things, you're going to notice them in your environment. Because as an artist, you're taking diversity. You want lots of choices that you can take things from. But when the choices become too great, you become paralyzed. But if you have a purpose in mind, you're able to pick out the things that you need to create that work of art. Your brain is an ally. You always want to seek clarity. And what you want to do is put together a 3-minute master plan. Put the timer on for 3 minutes and say, here's my master plan, here's where I want to go, this is my purpose in life. Decide what type of person that you want to be. It's time to really take a look at yourself now. Don't be influenced by negative people around you. Look through at the type of people that have certain qualities that you want to emulate, and aim high. Look at these successful directors, look at these successful people that are making it, and find out what it is about them that you want to have. There are some things that you don't want to have, and you can leave that behind, I guarantee you. Because the idea is that you want to be yourself, you want to take the best of everything that you can get. You're going to be making some tough decisions in establishing your purpose and being clear. The more clarity, the more likelihood you are to succeed.